Ben, we have our intriguing game of the week.
Oh, you wanted to, you know what? You got a little Cardinals obsession.
Wait till I tell you why.
Okay. I'm interested.
Okay. So I'm doing the numbers. The Rams are ranked 6th in net points at 5.2. The Cardinals are ranked 9th at plus 4.9.
Okay.
So what's that, like 0.3 difference?
Yeah.
Okay. The Cardinals, in terms of turnover differential, are ranked 4th at plus 0.7. Cardinals. Now, what have people been saying about Matt Stafford? As long as he doesn't do what? Turn the ball over. The Rams are ranked 14th in average turnover differential at 0.1, which means that the Rams are net points 3 better than the Cardinals, but the Cardinals turnover differential are plus 3 better than the Rams. Ergo, the bias plus favors the Cardinals.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So on the surface, you go, wait a minute. The Rams should be favored. And I'm sure Vegas has the Rams favored. I don't know about how much, but I'm sure they do. But
They Los Angeles favored by 4.
By 4, that's still pretty tight.
Yeah.
4 is a weird number.
It is. Normally you see 3s and 3.
You normally see 3 or 6 or 7. Yeah. Wow.
Makes sense that it would be the intriguing game of the week now.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the fact. Now, again, let's remember that makes 3 playoff teams out of the NFC West. So NFC West, baby.
Well, that just goes to show when I tell people the NFC West is the toughest division in football, probably. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, you know what? There's a lot to think about in this game. There's a whole lot to process. These teams, if you go down man for man, are pretty even. There's no, there is. There's one really big difference maker offensively, and that's Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is, in my estimation, he should be hands down the offensive player of the year. Cooper Kupp is way better than all the other receivers that are going to play in this game. But if you take Cooper Kupp out and you look at Beckham and Jefferson as opposed to AJ Green and Christian Kirk, it's not that big a difference. It's not that big a difference. Now, tight end wise, you're looking at Tyler Higbee, and you're looking at Zach Ertz. Oh, Zach Ertz. He's not eligible for comeback player of the year because his comeback happened in the middle of the season between one team and another. Zach Ertz has new life. This is Zach Ertz 2017 we're looking at. This is crazy. So I give the Cardinals the advantage there. Kyler moves better than Stafford, obviously. Stafford has had some issues in the pocket, strip sacks, throwing picks. I'm going with the Cardinals.
Going with the bias.
I'm going with the bias. I'm going with the Cardinals.
As topsy-turvy as that is. And, I saw Chandler Jones. We talked about him. Now, of course, I had J.J. Watt coming back. Potentially, J.J. Watt could be there.
Yeah. I heard he's on the he's got some deer antler going or something.
Okay, well, but Chandler is
Ray Lewis
to be one of the top free agents next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a beast.
So he's looking to make a name for himself, get a contract That's for sure. So this is going to be an interesting game. This is the intriguing game of the week. I'll be writing my blog on the Sterling Net Point Power Rankings Facebook page on this. We'll look at this again. We'll break it down a little further, and potentially maybe even I'll just cut out this segment and add it to the link. Usually I just have the 2 helmets. You know, I like that.
Right
there. So, but in any event, that would be Monday night, Benny. So again,
how great is this? We got games on Saturday and Sunday and Monday. Beautiful. Playoffs,
awesome.
baby.
Isn't that awesome?
Playoffs. Let's go.
Look, let me tell you, you know, and we're in the thick of it on basketball. So basketball's fun, football's fun. I love this time of year. Baseball is still off in the distance. I don't have to think about that. It's not interrupting much in my mind because, you know, I'm not the baseball guy. But you know, again, this is Ben and Barry on football. You can find us at www.benandbarryonfootball and on your leading social media. And I forgot to mention the podcast, Benny, Spotify, Anchor Podcast, etc. We're all there. So, all right, that wraps up the third quarter. Let's move to the fourth quarter.